Start out with pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone. Welcome. Okay, we've got the agenda ahead of us. Item number 2, we will delete that one and then just add in Rolling Hills update with Dawn. Should we go that route? Is there any other deletions or corrections or additions?
With that change, I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any other discussion? Now, call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. That, we've got the minutes of last week's meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review those?
I think they read well. I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, with that, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. First item on the agenda is secondary roads. Dave, morning.
Morning.
I'll get you cheered.
Okay, you sit there in the company. I'm sure we take a nap.
Don't get
How's
any
that,
comfortable,
buddy?
because I'm gonna tell him no and he's gonna be on his way.
Really? All right. That just simplifies stuff.
That's yours, go.
There was a car salesman down there that wanted to see Clear Rapids, Mike.
Oh, I'm sure there's lots of them down there that'd like to see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
First engagement is last.
Yeah.
Utility permits. I think we got one down Clear Rapids. I think it's for your house.
Problem.
On 330th and Walnut, off to the south.
Three, yeah, three, three,
Yeah.
three, three.
Or-
Nice.
Is that just no?
First time ever, there's a
Up here's file, Dave.
Your congratulations, you the first.
Oh, boy. All right, I'm going off grid.
You would be going off
I would be.
You ever thought about buying a
There's a lot of
generator?
wood back there for a while.
That wood heat is great.
Uh-huh.
That wood heat is great.
Solar panels.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
So free wood.
So one of the,
You do have a lot of that.
I do.
I think they want to put electricity in place.
it's that backwards, it didn't have electricity.
It is kind of south.
One thing I saw when we were down there looking at the road crossing, yeah. It's a nice place to live. Even without electricity.
And then the way into the
Close
sticks.
to 80.
Them trees aren't there anymore.
There's one. One tree.
You're born that day, I assume.
I think about it.
Is that REC then?
Raccoon Valley.
We didn't get that far. Raccoon Valley?
And get distracted.
I would assume that they're probably more than that. We got a lot of green issues. Yeah, it takes some pretty tall sticks.
So we're in Union
Get
Township.
rid of one of those trees
Yes.
for you.
Section
26-235. That's what it's.
Not from
Union,
Yeah.
okay.
Not where that's going in, where it's one big oak tree.
Confused matters, I have a second one. Not for this location, no, this is for,
So should we approve them one at a time?
Come on, don't leave me hanging, my husband's listening.
No, for the sake of brevity, we'll just keep moving on.
That's right.
Yeah. This one's from West Central Rural Water in
Yeah,
Manning,
this is
Iowa.
easy to go to.
They want to cross 230th Street with a 2-inch yellow line pipe in Pleasant Valley, section 4, 9. So they're 4 into 9. Both of those. This is for Jess Houseman,
The new house, school house.
new house. Yeah. You guys know already.
Yeah.
here,
here.
doing the
Oh, here
boring
it
down
is.
here. You know, see,
Gotcha.
work between here and there, so.
Got it for the utility permits?
That's it.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
I'll second that.
Well, you're lucky.
You guys.
Unless there's debate.
We need a second.
There's some debate.
We need a second.
He made.
We gotta.
Second.
You need a second? Any discussion, Gene?
No. I'm just giving some hard
Get a motion on the floor in a second. No discussion, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
I thought about saying nay to my second.
Okay, with that, we'll go
Well, you know,
down.
you go up there and she's never there when you wanna do the radio.
Use pickup quotes, you got Dave.
Last week, we talked about the old ambulance replacing it, using the box, and I thought it was gonna really take time to find some trucks. All of a sudden, we find two of them at Mackey's, or New Way, down in Coon Rapids, and then Spangler's got one. And
They come out of the woodwork.
they're coming out of the woodwork, yeah. I'll start with the least costly one first. It's a 2005 Ford F-450, $7,600. It's B10 gas, about 99,000 miles on it. There's a picture on it of it here. Pretty big rig, probably a pretty good looking rig. The only thing that I would say that would be a disadvantage is it's got a stick transmission instead of automatic. Not a big disadvantage. Next one that was also a New Way is a 2002 Chevy Silverado 3500 chassis. It's already got a box on it, though.
3,500?
3500. It's pretty rough, the box is. It's $14,750. Main reason is that they spend about $5,000 to $6,000 on injectors on it, and work on the diesel engine. It has around 186,000 miles on it.
450, 7,600. How many
Um,
miles is on this?
186,000 miles on it, and for that amount of miles, it's really in pretty good shape. It does show its
Just hang on to
miles.
that one for a while.
We won't file that one for a month or two. Just before
Last-
winter.
Last one, we just kind of stumbled into. I'm not even sure how we did it. At Spangler, the truck was down in Coon Rapids. They're at a detail shop at Resurrection Detail. They were gonna put a box on the back end of it. It's just, the picture shows a box sitting on it. It's the newest and the nicest truck of the three. Maybe its disadvantage was it's just got an 8-foot bed. An 8-foot box came off of it. It was bad shape, but the truck is in real good shape. It's got 43,000 miles. It's 4-wheel drive. Also, that Chevy was a 4-wheel drive too. It's got 43,668 miles. Cummins diesel, and
What year is that?
What year and what kind of?
2012, and price on it, they dropped it from $27,499 to $24,500.
And what kind, is that a Chevy?
It's a Dodge.
Dodge.
Dodge Ram. 3,500, I think. What do they call it? I think they call it 3,500. Yeah, model 3,500.
Huh? Two done, done it.
2012, I don't know if that would.
Let me see what you're trading in, the old one.
The
old ambulance.
The old ambulance.
does that have DEF system on it?
I don't think it did.
Okay.
I think 2014.
I don't remember what year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Really
really
good
a
experience
clean
with that
truck.
going on with the ambulance.
Yeah.
Is that first four-wheel drive too?
No,
No. Well,
The second one, four-wheel drive.
And the first,
And the third one.
that might explain a little bit of that.
You know what year this is?
Ambulance?
Mhm.
No, I don't.
I don't see that on here.
No, I didn't even think to look.
Well, you got quite a range of prices there.
Yes, you
Yeah, I
do.
just talked about, yeah, I got an apple, an orange, and a pear, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of difference there.
A lot of difference there.
How many miles a year you put on that, Dave?
That's a good question. I really couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't think a huge amount. I would imagine it's, it would depend upon the vehicle that we have, really.
Did you see?
We're gonna, with any of them, we take the current box that we have on this one, and would shorten it up. We'd probably
Right.
take it out to,
Retrofit it somehow?
yeah, this, it's got one of them electric over hydraulic, setups to where you just push the button and run it up. So it's pretty handy. It's battery operated, the dump.
Okay.
box.
What do you mean,
The hoist
the
on it.
hoist?
Hoist, yeah. I asked Al if it make any difference, you know, when we're hauling cold mix, with it, to have the shorter box. He didn't really think so, it's because we usually keep it pretty close to the side of the box or the back end of the flatbed. That's probably.
So these all have a shorter wheelbase then, is that what you're saying?
No, this one has the shortest wheelbase, the other two have a longer wheelbase.
So would.
This
so
would
would
take
the-
an 8-foot box, these two would take an 11-foot box,
And what is that?
the 12-foot box.
So either
You
way.
can't put it, you can't put a 12-foot box on either one of these?
No,
Really?
no, we'd have to whack a foot off of it. Probably could if you want to mess with the frame, but,
That's not four-wheel drive.
that's not four-wheel drive, nor, so the four-wheel drive is kind of a bonus. It could make the vehicle more versatile.
Is this a daily driver in the summer, and in the winter it does a lot of sitting?
I'd say that's pretty well.
I assume once in a while you have something go on with a piece of pavement in the winter that you have to haul something down to put
Yeah.
in the hole,
I think
or
that's
the
what they
early
used when they
spring.
Came up here to put extra sand up here, because it was so slick everywhere. I
Mhm.
think that's what they were using, they were scooping sand.
About anything you
Off of
could
it.
think to use a flatbed for, from, you
Yeah.
know, hauling tile to
Right.
going and getting tile, pulling a trailer, putting a water tank on maybe from cement saw.
Well, the high mileage one kind of bothers me. I mean, it's
Mhm.
kind of getting up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's,
Actually, I think
would work pretty good.
even that first one, that 99,
No,
that's a
bet.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certainly, there's a big difference.
Man, you're talking a lot of, you're talking 7 years of the next one down too, difference.
Yeah, but you know, the diesel's gonna have its, does that sit inside?
Usually sits in the cold storage in the wintertime.
And it
If
should
it's set
start
outside in the
pretty
winter.
decent, pretty decent in there, but that could be an issue, of starting in the winter
Mhm.
with the diesel. Unless you got plug-ins in there that you can put a heater in,
We do, but
just something else you have to fuss with.
that's what, yeah.
They all got their unique little problems, don't they?
They do, yeah. There's none of them perfect.
The low mileage would be nice, but the price is quite a little bit more, I guess, than, I don't know.
Well, I'm sure that you had quite a few miles on that when you got it, and it lasted you quite a few years.
Yeah.
Working for you.
How many miles on that Amazon now?
I couldn't tell you, Gene, but yeah, we've had it since early 2000s.
You're probably at least a 150 to 175, I'm guessing.
I suspect, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of leaning towards the Ford, simply because it's got a reasonable amount of miles on it. You don't need a four-wheel drive. That's gas, isn't it? Or is that diesel?
diesel.
This one was diesel?
It's a diesel, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably the issue with it. It's had a lot of, that particular engine, the Ford has not been a good engine.
And the price is right on that.
Yeah, that's where I'm kinda leaning to, is the 5, but,
Yeah.
2005 Ford,
Mhm.
the box on
Yeah, the other ones,
it. You say that's a stick though, right?
That's a stick, yeah.
the other ones you're buying a box that you don't need, right? Basically.
Yeah, which one?
That one?
Yeah.
And this one, you'd use this box? Or you
No,
take this box?
That box wouldn't come with that one.
Oh, it wouldn't come
oh,
with
it's
it.
just setting
Bare
up.
chassis that we
Okay.
put our
Okay.
box on.
All right.
Well, the stick shift will give you a little bit different pulling if you needed to. I mean,
Yeah,
Geared lower.
usually they're geared just a tad lower.
yeah, this one looks like it's got a low and an overdrive on it. It's,
Okay. What do you recommend?
I kinda like the Dodge.
Don't like the Dodge?
Yeah. Initially, I kinda liked the Ford, because Chevy had too many miles on it, I think.
Yeah, the Chevys, yeah, that's where I agree.
We talked about the automatic transmission versus the stick, whether we're gonna have trouble with the stick, you know, they do drive a lot of sticks, the guys
Mhm.
do, but that's a pretty good price on that Dodge, and we'll have it a long time, and I think it'll be a pretty useful vehicle.
Well, and I'll agree with you there. I think that's the one thing about that Dodge is it's a deal you're gonna have for a long time.
Yeah,
And that's got the box on it already.
now it's got no box on it.
Oh, it doesn't have
Just-
box,
No,
it's
we're gonna have to
chassis.
modify our existing box for any one of the choices, so
Okay.
we'll spend money on that,
Modify that.
probably about the same for each unit. I couldn't tell you what that would.
Because 99,000, I guess, is about to get me pushing it too.
Mhm.
Well, the 450, you know, that's been pulling pretty hard too. It's not like 99,000 miles on a car, you know, it's got a lot more abuse to it. Do you think that price is negotiable, Dave?
I think that they've come down 3 already. I don't know, they had a list there of what the average retail and wholesale was. I don't know if that's,
If he wants to put a dealer sticker on it, then he can take another couple thousand off for advertisement,
probably.
I would think.
There's, they printed that out for me to show me that I was getting a good deal. Actually, the price was 27, and we were talking about that, and the owner of the company called up and just unsolicited dropped $3,000 off of it.
He didn't go work for Carl.
Here he is.
Yeah.
Clean retail is 33?
Randy on that one?
What's a new price on something like that?
Probably 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Almost 60, I bet.
At least.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good value, and I think it'll get used
First I
more
knew
than
Suburban's 80.
Mhm.
the other flatbed did, just because it works good,
And this one's a four-wheel drive too.
and it's four-wheel drive, yeah.
Do you think that's necessary?
Absolutely not necessary, no, but useful.
Be useful.
Mhm.
See this as a snowplow package
You know, I've
on
always
it.
said a difference about a two-wheel drive versus four-wheel drive.
100 feet of chain.
Just need 50
It's got a
foot more
snowplow
roll.
package on it?
Yeah. Paid extra $2,400 for it.
So you could put a
Small little blade on the front
small
of it.
blade.
You know, they keep
do-
telling Al all that driving around he does, he could have a snowblade.
There you go.
Just as well put it down. If he's on the hard surface, just as well have her on the ground.
After experiencing that, I think, yeah.
I mean, if you did put a snowplow on something like that, like the courthouse and stuff.
Courthouse, yeah.
Bringing a payloader up here would be a lot more reasonable.
That light little stuff until you
Yeah.
have to pick it
Yeah.
up and lift it and pile it.
Yeah,
I mean, the light ones you could easily cover pretty quickly with that.
it's cheaper to run that pickup than a payloader.
Well, I would agree to that.
Yeah, you may have more flexibility with this.
I think, you know, things like that that run well and are versatile,
Yeah.
they find a home or whatever, they find more tasks to do.
I mean,
Yeah, that is a possibility, to put a small blade on it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
We do, I mean, at 99,000, I'm sure within the next 15 or 20, well, most likely, our shop will be working on that one.
Yeah.
You know, it's right at that edge. That's probably why it's been traded too.
So have you looked around any place else for any other ones, or?
No, we just kind of fell into it with the paper, and then somebody said, well, Spangler's got one too, and so we went and looked at that, and, you know, that was
You know
really
where
kind of
that-
a different class of vehicle.
You know where that came from?
No, I don't. I know the Ford came from Dennison Drywall, and the Chevy came from some lawn care company down in Guthrie, I think.
Yeah.
Well, with the apples, pears, and peaches, it's kind of hard to make a decision on
It really
on the
is,
lowest,
yeah.
you know, the lowest bid, but,
Wow, there's.
yeah,
there's-
apples, pears, and peaches, so, yeah. I mean, you,
I think if you look at, and look
Broccoli.
at, Dave is saying he's kind of choices of Dodge Ram, and I can see the reason, because you got more longevity there,
Yeah.
supposedly,
Yeah.
than you do on those other two. I mean, that diesel's got up there on the higher end of miles, the gas is up on the higher end of miles also.
Mhm.
Yeah.
99,000, that's when I try to start looking to get rid of it by then. I usually get rid of it by then.
yeah, but that's probably when we picked up that van, it's probably about 100,000
Yeah,
miles or
that's
better.
it. That's why we got a
Probably
pretty
better.
good deal.
I think you got it because the ambulance had nothing but trouble with it.
They didn't want it, the
Yeah.
ambulance didn't want it, and they gave it
Because
to
it was
us.
such
Because it was a
They
troublemaker.
gave it to you.
Well, I think that was one that was having a lot of issues.
Engine was having a lot of
We
issues.
would deal with Ford with that forever.
Yeah, I haven't kept
Hmm.
track of what we spent.
Maybe we should pull the
Quite a bit
chassis off
keeping
that
it going, just
ambulance
mainly
thing.
because of that engine.
Diesel, we're having trouble, give it to him again. Let him fight,
Pull back though.
let him fight that death problem. Buy them a new chassis.
So you want to know today? So they don't sell one of these?
Sure, yeah.
Well, I'll make a motion to purchase the 2012 Dodge Ram 24.5. Although it's the highest in the bid, it's also I think it's the best value.
I was like,
Okay.
Can I add a detail to that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Offering 22 for it.
Yeah, negotiate as well as you can.
If you
yeah.
can get a couple grand off it, even better. If you get 1,500, that's okay too. Let me see if you can sneak a little more off of it.
So up to 24.5, but hopefully
Yeah,
lower.
yeah, I guess that would be the proper way.
Up to 24.5,
If that's okay with you guys, I mean.
yeah. That's the
You
motion.
want me to call him?
No,
I will.
I'm not shy.
I know him.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Got his phone number?
Brian?
Yeah.
No, I don't have his phone.
I don't know his
number.
phone number. Most people haven't met him
Oh, yeah,
because he's so busy.
he is.
I've got Jack's card.
Okay, got a motion and a second on the floor. Any other discussion? Now we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. You have this in your budget?
I've got enough money in the budget, yes.
Okay, next is Contract gravel quotes.
Now, if you do find a better deal, go.
Yeah, if someone calls you this afternoon with something, stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring you that wide variety of
What,
apples.
when you're trading for
When
used, you're
looking
gonna
for
get
used,
a,
You're gonna have that.
you're gonna get a box of
You're
mixed
not
fruit.
gonna have everything equal.
Unless you buy new, so.
Yeah.
Um,
Or unless you're trying to get utility permit down in Union Township.
You know, if we-
kind of what?
If we got,
Some electricity in the township.
if we'd have got the standard $2,000 utility permit fee, we would have, could have bought that truck a little cheaper.
Is that electrical thing approved? Should I
Well, just
sign
hang
it?
on to it for a while,
Show
yeah.
me the signature.
I didn't sign
Take a picture.
it. They should tell I didn't sign it.
Oops, I forgot.
That wasn't my name.
At the beginning of the year, Stratford sends out their prices for contract haul. And they're 20 cents a ton mile is what they've quoted, and 35.7 cents a ton to load.
20 cents a mile,
20 cents a ton mile,
ton mile.
35 what?
and 35.7 cents a ton to load. So it costs $3.50 to load a 10-ton load, for instance. There's
It's not 35.7, it's $3.
$0.357. Yeah.
It's not 35 cents.
It is.
It is
Yeah.
a ton.
A ton.
Okay.
10 ton.
I thought you said
50.
370 or something like that to load it.
Sorry.
Keep talking.
I'm making it confused. Anyway, I've only got one copy. The Reinhardt pit, we've got roughly 73,000 tons of gravel in stockpile there. And this area bordered by the green would be the area where we'd like to do the contract haul, put on the roads either 8 loads, 10 loads, or 12 loads mile, depending on what the roads were. For instance, Glidden got
Oh, you
wants
mean
to-
in this here area is what you wanna haul to?
Yes.
Okay.
Haul 2 from the Reinhardt pit, which is up by Lanesboro. We've got enough gravel there to do that. I'm thinking we're gonna be in the neighborhood of 40 to 50,000 tons on the road, probably an average haul of 16 miles. I don't have my calculator with me, but we're gonna be somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 to 200,000 to do this, to complete this contract.
That's aside from what we're actually hauling ourselves.
Yes, yeah.
How many ton more?
Pardon.
How many more ton than you can haul?
150,000?
150,000?
That's cost.
Cost.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Cost. In the 150 to 200. It's hard to take down because I haven't summed up the ton miles on it yet, but
But you're estimating between 40 and 50,000
50,000
tons of
tons.
gravel. that
tons
would
of
be-
gravel
Yeah.
that we'll haul on the road. That'll kind of give us a leg up on those roads, get the gravel on them, get it on there early.
And you're thinking that the cost is gonna be 150,000 to 200,000?
200,000, yeah,
Above our old trucks.
yes. We'll more than likely probably haul up in that Jasper area, and then we'll let the other ones take the road haul.
is that a competitive bid, Dave?
That 20 cents, I would say that that's pretty competitive with the fuel price right now.
So where are we putting
I think
it
last
down?
year it was
Basically,
18
the
something or
city.
another. The increase in fuel, they jumped it
Oh,
up.
in this whole.
They're,
We did the same thing last year with Stratford. Is that
We
correct?
did do the same thing with Stratford.
Can we-
They're good at it, they have good courteous truckers, which is important. They do the loading, they've got a loader with a scale on it, so they don't overload the trucks and they don't underload the trucks. So they're just set up to do it. They do it for Sac, I think they do it for Calhoun, Hamilton, Boone. There's a handful of counties in this neck of the woods that they do it for. To put together something like this, you need to have a big loader, one with a scale on it, and a fleet of trucks, which
Stratford has.
Stratford has. They're basically set up for it.
And that's the problem with our locals, we don't have that.
Yeah, you can't really put that together to bring everybody together real easily. We've done it by the hour, which is a rarity, and probably a more expensive way to go down out of the Sparks pit, just because of the terrain. It's so difficult to get out of there. The production is not good. They don't get many ton miles in a day, just because of the difficulty of coming in and out of there and having to drive kind of slow.
Stratford use local truckers.
Stratford probably uses maybe 6 Earlbacks and Manners.
That's my
Troy
problem.
Shone, I think, pulls for them.
They hauled out of a Martin Marietta plant with this, or? Do you
No,
know?
this would actually be gravel that they produced. It's located on Steve Reinhardt's farm.
Reinhardt's up by Lanesboro.
Up by
Okay.
Lanesboro.
Is that by Dale's?
By Dale's, yeah.
East Dale.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
We have another pit down there in the Willie area, Sparks Pit, which I think you're all familiar with, and it's on its last legs as far as material. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to make more. This is kind of a way of, we're gonna relocate some of this gravel to the south from the north, get some different gravel in there. This gravel's a little cheaper. It's $4.75 a ton versus about $6 a ton for the Sparks gravel, but the reason it's $6 is because we added crushed limestone to it, 10% to beef it up, but we don't really want to consume that. There's another pit that may be opening here within 2 years. It's down in the area here, so something to kind of tide it over. Years ago, when we didn't have the pits down south, or we didn't have the pit in that location, we brought all this stuff from the north, had a longer haul with it.
What's the quality of that coming out of Reinhardt's?
It's pretty good. It's
Sparks.
it's better than Sparks. It's
Got some good granular in it?
got some good granular, really good coarse sand. It's not real dirty, which is
No moon dust.
no, well, it's got some.
Where do you
Take it
get
up
that
to
phrase
burrito.
from?
I don't know, I just heard it.
I know you hear it, but you gotta remember there's no such thing.
But
Go ahead.
it's for the price, I think $4.75. It's some pretty good stuff. I'm real pleased to have it, and it's a good sized deposit. And both Calhoun and Green had to make, I think, 25,000 a piece too. So, and we made 100,000 when we produced it last year. So there's about 800,000 in that deposit, but it's probably going to go pretty fast because of its location. I feel pretty fortunate to have that as in county as close as it is, and the quality.
Sounds to me like probably the only thing that's got going for us is too clean. But sometimes you gotta have some material.
To bind it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There's plenty of that laying on the ground already.
It's dirtier than Hallett's, but not much. You know, and it's got good coarse sand.
Well, and I always like to see when there's some rock.
Yeah, everybody likes to see rock.
It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's something to give it some surface.
And it'll be good to have that type of material down there in those areas that have had a steady diet of sparks. This will give them
I agree with you.
More base.
Yeah.
Who processes that?
Stratford.
Stratford themselves?
Stratford
Okay.
processes for both. And
Okay.
Stratford's kind of an unusual company. There aren't many companies like that anymore that process gravel that do that. And
Are we gonna be hauling any out of there ourselves?
we are.
What's
Okay.
the pit north of, east
We've
of? Albany?
consumed the Finley pit. I'm not sure if you know the Finley pit up in Calhoun County was.
That's-
We've
they
consumed all
just
the gravel
opened up that
there. We
shit
hauled it on the road. We hauled it to Sheridan Township, Jasper. and
I think, looks like they unloaded
And,
probably
that's
10 or
gone
20
now.
acres of topsoil off.
That's Dave on that one.
Well, this is one way you're gonna get done this summer,
Yeah.
to get that much.
Yeah, let's get it done, hopefully get it done earlier. They're talking about the last week in June or in July, depending upon.
How many weeks do you think this will take?
They don't really know, but I think it'll probably take 1 to 2 weeks.
To cover that whole area?
Yeah,
How many trucks do you plan on having?
probably 16 or 18 if we put 4 or 5 of ours on. And one other thing that we'd like to do is that the river road, you know where I'm talking about the river road up there by Lanesboro, that feeds into Dale's pit. We're gonna have a lot of truck traffic on that if we do this, and we'd like to put some chloride on that road.
I know somebody who would be real happy if you do that.
Yeah.
I do too.
That'll cost us some money, but it'll save
Dean,
the
one more
aspect,
phone
it'll
call.
be worth it. Yeah. Timing wise, it's really, it's good to get your gravel down if you can get it down early and get some rains on and get it worked
Get packed in.
in.
How many houses between the hard surface and the pit?
2.
Make sure they're both covered good.
And I think, well, one of them buys it already, they always buy chloride, but this would be more for the whole works, just to keep the dust down when trucks meet one another. 'cause
Right.
they really
Safety.
like-
Safety.
Would you plan on covering all those miles in that area then?
There might be a few that we would leave off, but not very many.
And why would you do that if they're too good a shape or got plenty of?
Got some gravel last year, possibly, or got really low traffic, but for the most part, those are the 3 maps of the territories, and for the most part, they're covered. I think the one that's got the least amount covered got some pretty good gravel last year that brought out of that same pit. This will kind of help us get on the schedule. If we burn up the Sparks pit, we won't have any gravel down there. I'm hoping that we can keep some gravel down there until another pit opens up, or they can get more out of the Sparks pit. So we have that, but I think that's over a year off, that that's gonna happen, that they're gonna develop another pit or be able to use this one. And plus use up Reinhardt
I think we
in
should grab this one right here.
a suitable amount of time.
Do like
And put a road close sign.
Warren County and, who was it, the city of Norwalk? They're gonna turn a paved road back into gravel.
Are they?
Well, they threatened to do that.
Now it's gonna get repaved.
Yeah, it's gonna be repaved, yeah.
Where did you say that?
Warren County,
Oh, yeah.
Norwalk, and
Oh, okay.
we're
Yeah.
There's all
fighting,
those
fighting.
homes out there that people, it's like a housing development,
Yeah.
people built their houses out there because it's a paved road.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, like cats and
Is there
dogs.
any of these roads that you'll have to add some limestone later on or anything?
There certainly could be. We're kind of going as we
So
go
what you're
with
gonna do is
that.
you're gonna just haul the gravel and then.
We're gonna get the gravel, yeah.
And then if you need to do some of that, you'll do that.
We've got limestone on that river road right now, and that river road gets over 100 cars a day. it's a busy road anyway, even without the introduction of our trucks. And we may put some gravel on that to kind of hold the dust back along with a little chloride, and try and build a good base on it. We're finding if, we do that, maybe hit them with 400 or 500 tons of a mixture of gravel and limestone, we wind up with a pretty good road that's in a lot better shape.
But I mean, we've been doing that with the heavier travel roads, putting some limestone on it.
Yeah.
If you get these trucks going on, you probably just have them haul that and maybe have your own, other trucks of your own haul some limestone, top dress it.
Yeah,
Later
we've got
on or
that
whatever.
River Road limestone already.
But I mean, these other roads down that area.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've been doing that kind of, get those heavier traffic roads built, beefed up a little bit, so.
We're trying to get those that have got 100 or more vehicles a day on them.
It sounds like this gravel here, if it's the quality you're saying, we wouldn't have to do a lot of that.
No.
You heard anything on the grinding the concrete again? Anything from that person?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to encourage them to hold off as long as they can, hopefully winter, so we get
Bigger
a
pile.
great big pile and minimize those,
The setup fees?
Setup fees.
are the same, so
Yeah.
if we get more in, we get.
You want a motion on this haul then, right?
that'd be great, yeah.
I will make a motion that we go ahead and do this contract for haul for the area you're describing and the prices.
Got a motion, so you get a second?
I'll second that.
I got one question, Dave, as far as the people that do have calcium chloride down now, will you just haul over that, or you have to skip those areas?
We'll skip those areas.
Okay.
Those that do have calcium, a lot of them, we tried to do off-season or right coming into this spring before they did it, we tried to put the
Okay.
gravel on can.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of defeats the purpose of putting calcium,
Well,
putting gravel on top of it.
If we're gonna put it on top, we
Upset,
probably
yeah.
need to go back there and touch them up.
All right. we got-
How often are we doing this? Are we doing this every year? or-
No, it's kind of sporadic, it's not regular. I mean, we've waited 4 and 5, 6 years even between doing contract gravel.
I mean, as far as, putting gravel on some, I obviously, if you have a high traffic, you're gonna have to probably put more gravel on, but.
Yeah, it'd be an annual
Is,
thing.
some of it's annual,
Yeah.
some of them,
Tom was telling me this morning that we hadn't put contract gravel on some of his roads since the last time we did it on Sparks, which was maybe 5,
really,
yeah.
Okay.
We've got a
Of course,
database.
he's probably got the most level of roads.
Yeah.
2005.
In the
So,
lowest
yeah.
amount of traffic.
Yeah.
15
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And as far as the rest of the areas, we're in the county, we've got it brought up to speed. I know we were kind of behind the 8 ball up to North Arcadia.
Yeah.
That's all been taken care of.
Last year we did that real,
Yeah.
But I
real
think
heavy. hit
The
those
west side
roads.
got hit pretty good in the last
Used that
couple
Howard
years.
gravel to do that.
Yeah.
Hit it pretty well heavy, so.
Right.
We've got a database to where we keep all the gravel that we put on every road in the county, so you can kind of see, and there's a huge amount of difference. It's almost like that truck quote, some that you don't put gravel on, maybe every 4 or 5 years you put a little dab on, and others that every year they get 200, 300, 400 ton
And
down.
your database, that's handled by your senior employee.
Yeah, he's,
Wilbur.
I think since the year 2000, he's been doing that. It's really an eye opener. Yeah, everyone want to see it. It's big, obviously.
We got a motion and a second on the floor. Any other discussion? If not, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Anything else, Dave?
No.
the paving this summer, where are they setting up a plant for that? Is this gonna be out here?
We had a pre-con the other day with Inroads, the new company.
Right.
And they're gonna set up in the Mackey pit. In the,
Mackey Pit.
that's where, it's north of Lanesboro. Off N41. We used to call it the Johnson Pit. They're actually gonna have to use a stretch of gravel, that same stretch of gravel on 110th Street to get over to Berita.
That's what I was, that's what my next question was, or,
And we'll put chloride on that. The chances are that the state is gonna use that same road. This inroads is gonna do shoulders for the state on 71. I'm not even sure just where they're gonna put them on at, but they're gonna use that same plant setup. So hopefully we can get the state to pay for spot chloride on that.
So where does this asphalt come from that's going through on 141 going south? There's been trucks running that road lately.
I don't know, I've heard about that too. Because there's nobody up here in this neck of the woods, and in fact, inroads
Because
is
that plant
talking.
out west down ain't doing nothing, is it?
Audubon County's doing, they're gonna be doing some, and Norris is coming in to do that, and they're gonna set up in the Richland pit.
I cut across there, a lot of it's.
I took that road last week,
Yesterday.
Friday too, and it is rough.
You talking
Straight
south of Dedham?
south of Dedham and all the way to the interstate, I went down
By
there.
south.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
avoid that road.
Inroads may hire
Yeah.
Norris to do the asphalt on the Litterdale stretch. They're concerned, weather has been hampering their progress, and they've just got one plant and one paving set up. They're a new company, and quite an experienced company, because they have really experienced people from their former employment.
So they're concerned about getting stuff done already then?
They are, and to
This is a lot higher.
mitigate that, they're, I believe, gonna hire Norris to do the Litterdale stretch, which Norris is an extremely good company too.
Yeah.
And so they're really showing that they're really credible.
Hmm.
Doing asphalt when it's really cold is not fun, nor is it a good deal, so.
yeah. Yeah. Hopefully they didn't bite off more than they can chew.
Yeah, I think this is their way of handling it.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that they're have the foresight to do it already in June.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we've got, I won't say the guy's name, but we've got a local that's working.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff from that. We met with Jeff the other day, and people from the state. This is, since it's a federal aid project, we're gonna have to, kind of play the game, hoop jumping and whatnot, but.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks,
Check,
Dave.
check the shoulder north of Arcadia.
Drop off. Pretty soon, that's one
North
of the.
Arcadia is a drop off.
Yeah, that always washes on that shoulder.
We're gonna go out,
You mean along the.
Along the shoulder, yeah.
put a lot of fresh shoulder material on the roads, and the nice thing about having somebody help you haul your gravel is that opens up other work activities that the guys can do, and it's been quite a while since we've added any shoulder material. It's been, in any quantity anyway. We're gonna get our big shoulder machine hooked up and go for it.
Dave, while you're here, I see, we got two bills in the bills for milestone and strike force that are identical. You must be going through that much of that stuff that we got twice, I assume?
Yeah,
Because the rest don't match up, so I assume it wasn't a duplication.
no,
Thanks, Dave.
thank you,
Thanks, Dave. Have a
thanks a
good week.
bunch.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Okay, with that, we're down to item number 3, is to approve payables. Got that in your packet?
I want to have a question, and you guys can probably enlighten me. In general assistance, there's a fuel to grease oil. Why would that be in there? Is that,
I could see that maybe being a LP bill. for somebody that qualifies for some
Okay,
assistance.
okay.
Maybe.
Well, the
Or-
number would say that, you know,
That looks a little high to be like fuel for your car.
Right.
So I'm guessing it might be somebody's
Which
LP
page is
bill.
that on?
that's on
Even though
the
I know we're in the summer, but maybe it was one that was past due. I don't
second
know.
page on the back side of this.
On page
Page
4.
4.
I don't see any. Right below that, there's one to the city of Glidden for some utilities, but
It's okay.
I would guess it's a
That's probably
utility for a
propane type.
qualified
Okay.
person.
No, that's fine. I just thought that's car gas. I guess I didn't know why we're not using a fuel depot, but if it's a
Yeah,
private individual,
I would,
I would
with the
assume.
cost, with that $115, that seems kind of high for,
Yeah, yeah. It's a couple of tank fulls at
yeah.
least. Okay, very good.
I didn't see anything on the bills except what I indicated or a duplication.
I didn't see anything either.
Okay, so need a motion to approve the payables.
I'd make that motion.
Okay,
I'll second that.
got a motion and a second on the floor. Any other discussion? If not, call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That will go down to item number 4. We want to do the canvas. Do we have
It's
time?
gonna take a while,
Okay,
and Don
so
will be here at 10.
should we go to 5 and do the fireworks permit?
Yeah. You guys should all have a copy of
Hmm?
that. This is one that they do every year.
How far out is this from Glidden?
Not too far.
It's right in the edge of Glidden.
East, west,
It's on the north side, on the west end.
on the west end?
Yep.
Okay, well, if they've done it before, I'm sure they know what they're doing, shooting out in the field or something too.
I'll make a motion to approve the fireworks display permit for the Nelson, is it Nelson family?
Yeah.
Bruce, no.
Yeah.
Motion, need a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve fireworks permit. Any other discussion? Not, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All
Aye.
opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Signature from Marty.
Okay, with that.
Don just walked in.
Okay, Dawn just walked in. We'll go back to number 2.
Dawn?
Mental health. Dawn?
She's quiet. She snuck right in there.
Snuck right in.
Good morning.
Morning, Dawn. How you doing this morning?
Morning,
Good,
Don.
how are you?
Good.
So Brett Michael, I understand, has canceled and has not requested to meet with the board. We had, a couple months ago, the governance board, we discussed, we've got 2 advocates for the region, Sandy Sweeney, who covers 6 of the 7 counties, and then Brett Michael. He was, when Chris Gerhard was your advocate, losing dates as far as how long ago that was.
Probably 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Brett was filling in for her, and then when Chris could no longer fulfill her duties, then Brett just kind of moved into that position by attrition, and then has stayed as your advocate ever since. And then in 2005, there was legislation that passed that required that the advocates be an employee of the counties, which is when Brett Michael became an employee of Carroll County. Sandy Sweeney is an employee of Calhoun County, and we have a 2080 agreement with all the 6 counties for her position. Well, now, with the data reporting requirements that the advocates have to meet for this, for DHS, it's taking her more time than what we have designated in the 2080 agreement for her hours. To keep her as a part-time position was what the board had intended, so we did not have to pay benefits. So the 2080 agreement specifies that she is limited to 1,500 hours per year. Well, right now, I think she's averaging about 1,800 hours. So we have to address her salary anyway, and we looked at the possibility of bringing her up to 40 hours a week, full-time status, and then her average weekly hours are about 36 to 38. So then we thought if she picked up Carroll County, then she could just, have the full 40 hours and then just cover that as well. So when we looked at this, it had nothing to do with Brett Michael's performance, his duties, and how he has functioned as the advocate for Carol. Actually, I've never even met Brett, so I can't speak to his performance whatsoever, so it had nothing to do with that. It was really just looking at a financial benefit for the region to have Sandy Sweeney cover Carol as well. So the governance board did recommend, they passed a motion at our last meeting to recommend to Carroll County that you consider having just one advocate for the region. We're gonna have to open up our 2080 agreement anyway to revise the amount of hours that Sandy is working. So therefore, if we're going to do that, we wanted to make the recommendation to Carroll just to have one advocate and consider Sandy Sweeney for covering Carroll County. So
What happens if we don't do that?
we'll continue to reimburse for Brett's time if you continue with Brett as your employee
For how long?
indefinitely until something would change. So that is an option.
I mean, the board
I'm just
could,
playing devil's advocate.
That's okay. The thing I want you to keep in mind though, it's gonna cost us more financially as a region to bring Sandy up to full-time plus paying for a part-time advocate. So financially, it benefits
The region.
And I'll be honest with you, I've never met a Brett Michaels.
I haven't either. And there's no job description, as far as I know, for his position here.
Do you guys have a job description for her?
Yes.
You know, and we got an email from Eric
New.
New regarding keeping him
Yeah.
on, and I haven't had a chance to visit with him as far as.
I just read the email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he's probably the only one that really actually knows the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as-
I don't think you knew Neil. I don't think Neil's actually just had a phone conversation.
No, I mean.
No, I mean Eric.
Oh, Eric,
He's
yeah.
probably
He's probably the only one that's actually.
in interaction with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Brett a contracted employee or a employee at will, or?
He's a part-time hourly employee that submits hours and gets reimbursed for miles. He's a part-time employee with no benefits.
He gets IVers.
Did
Yeah.
you see that?
No,
So
no,
there's-
like no insurance, no anything else.
So
but yes,
there would not be any repercussions if we were to let him go of any
I
kind?
wouldn't think so. We're not under a contract
will.
with him or anything like that.
Here's what we compensate him, this is his mileage and this is his wages.
That's for
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah, and we,
And total this amount.
Okay.
So that's, the Board of Governors could recommend that they not pay him, and then we would have to
you could, yeah,
Yeah.
they could do that.
pay him plus,
They could,
plus kick into the.
that question was raised, Neil did ask that at the meeting, if Carroll County decides to keep him on, will there be reimbursement for his time? And Rick Hecht was the one who kind of responded to that and said, if we're gonna reimburse the advocate for Calhoun, why would we do it for Carroll? So that was not a consideration, that it would not be reimbursed.
Because this has to be decided by July 1,
Right.
correct?
We have to address Sandy Sweeney's salary anyway,
Yeah.
and move her to full-time.
Well, I guess I'd just soon wait, make the decision till Neil's back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna be gone next week, so we can do it on the 25th. That'd be prior to July 1, so.
Is that-
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the next governance board meeting is the 27th, so that would be fine.
It would work,
Okay.
Yeah. Usually a couple days to.
and if we have to, maybe we'll have to do a
I'd like
special.
to-
I don't want, we would like not to, but.
I'd like to visit with Eric New and just get his comments.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea either.
And I would ask that you let Eric know that it has nothing to do with his performance.
Right.
It really is just, we were looking at it from a.
I think he alluded that in Dewey's
Yeah.
email too.
Yeah.
I mean, that
He understood it.
he's understood that he's done good work, his voice seems well prepared. That's all I can tell
Who
you.
do you say is understood, Eric or Brett?
Brett understood, yes.
I just want to get that clarified.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
that's where that's
Yeah,
at.
we'll keep in
and-
touch with you and.
Yeah,
let you
and
know
then-
One way or the other.
just let me know once a decision is made so that I can report back on the 27th to the governance board on what was
Okay.
What was decided?
right.
Okay, we can
Very
do that.
good.
Neil will have that information by then.
Yeah, you let me know.
Okay.
Anything else
Alright.
new going on?
No, actually, it's been pretty quiet since the decision has been made on Woodbury County for the last couple of weeks. It's been probably the most quiet it's been in 8
You haven't
months.
heard the word Woodbury or said the word
No,
Woodbury for
I
quite a while.
have not, no.
Just calm before the storm.
Yeah.
You think that's,
Well,
you think that's actually gonna happen?
you know, it's hard to say if they're gonna be able to meet the financial conditions that we put in place. I know that in talking with their supervisor that's leading this charge, he's going to make this happen one way or another. He's gonna make sure the finances are there. But Director Foxhoven provided mediation for those 3 counties at the end of May, and they have to stay together next year. And Sioux and Plymouth can't be on their own, so Sioux and Plymouth either need to pick up another county or they need to go somewhere else. So that,
You think they'll petition us?
I doubt it.
One maybe, but not both.
Maybe. There's so much water under the bridge there with those 3 counties that I can't see those 2 counties following where Woodbury's going to go.
But you there's that same water under the bridge with Cherokee, and I can't, for the
Yeah.
life of me, I cannot grasp what happened there, that changed that.
Yeah, I know, that was,
I mean, that was the reason they wanted out of the Woodbury.
yeah. And Cecil Bloom, that's where he's Crawford County, and he's just been baffled by that as well. But,
Time will tell.
yeah.
They always say nothing stays the same, but.
Yeah, next year is gonna be a challenge for me, that's for sure. Getting everything set up and then doing all of the.
You're gonna have a new, president or chair.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't like that Rick is going off the board at all, but
I just, I hate to see him.
timing wise, it's
Hate to see him
tough.
quit, period, myself.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
the
he's-
background, you're gonna lose a lot there.
Yeah, he's a very strong leader on that board.
Their whole county's gonna be flip-flopped. I mean,
Mhm.
with 2 out of the 3.
Mhm. Yeah. Other than that, so it's been pretty quiet, so.
Well, thanks for coming down too.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Dennis.
it, Doc.
Yes, and just keep in touch then about, what,
We'll be there.
Well,
what's
why don't we
decided.
put that on the schedule for 25th
I
then?
already wrote it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Doc. Have a
Good
good
to see
day.
ya. You too.
bet.
Candace?
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it over with.
Everybody got a drink?
So we'll be reporting results by precinct. There are 3 different ballots in every precinct, Republican, Democrat, and Libertarian. So what I did was, each precinct I've highlighted here, the race, and what party. So it starts with Republican, all those races, and then it goes to Democrat, all those races, and then Libertarian.
All those races.
I tried to make a note if that precinct didn't have Libertarian ballots. So if you see one of these, then you don't have to go 000 or anything
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll make things go. a
So we
little
just
better.
basically cover the highlighted.
Yeah, so you could say US Rep District 4, and if you want to say this is Republican results, when you start that one, you don't probably have to say Republican each time. And then maybe when you get to the Democratic ballot, you can say these are the Democratic results. That way you don't have to say Republican how many times. So. Somebody's gonna, if you wanna, I guess these are all in alphabetical order, so if you don't wanna read 3 times in a row, you can switch these around too, I don't care. And then somebody might have to do 4 here. Or we can just maybe go around, we don't have to do them in alphabetical order by any means, so.
Oh, this will go get it over with.
Start in alphabetical, let's go.
I might have to take. sheet, so I can keep track of what you're saying. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You'll leave it on.
So what kind of crap are we gonna get from the radio now that we just gave you all kinds of crap this morning?
Just static.
It'll make your voice sound like Donald
I
Duck or
don't know if I'm
something.
gonna show up today.
Gonna do it really fast.
Donald Duck.
You can't like Roger, she's busy.
Let's do it, see if anybody calls. Here's your 30-second supervisor report.
Okay, sorry about that.
Thank you.
So we're just doing this column.
Yeah.
Shortly after that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you, maybe Dean, you wanna start, and
I
then
can
we'll let
start.
Rich go, and then we'll just keep
Okay.
going around that way, we don't
Alright.
keep reading in a row.
Okay, all right. Okay, Sheridan Grant, Jasper Precinct, U.S. Representative, District 4, Republican Party, Cindy Hansen, 4, Steve King, 27, Governor, Republican Party, Kim Reynolds, 30, write-in 1, Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 27, 0 write-ins, Auditor of the State, Mary Moseman, 27, no write-ins. Treasurer, State of Iowa, 1 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 4, Chad Ingalls, 2, Craig Lang, 4, Craig Lang, 8, Mike Nag, 12, Dan Zumbach, 2, no write-ins. Attorney General, 0. State Representative, District 12, Brian Best, 29. Board of Supervisors, District 2, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisor, District 4, 1 write-in. County Treasurer, 1 write-in. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 28, 1 write-in. County Attorney, John Worden, 28, 0 write-ins. U.S. Representative, District 4, Leanne Jacobson, 2.
Okay, and now we're on the Democratic
Okay, right.
results, right? Okay.
Right, Democratic
Okay,
results.
thanks.
Leanne Jacobson, 2. John Passion, 2. J.D. Schulten, 18, 0 write-ins. Governor, Nate Bolton, 3. Kathy Glasson, 3. Fred Hubble, 14. Andrea McGuire, 0. John Norris, 7. Ross Wilburn, 0. 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Deidre DeJere, 7. Jim Maurer, 18. Auditor, the State of Iowa, Rob Sand, 19, 0 write-ins. Treasurer, State of Iowa, Michael Fitzgerald, 27, 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 20, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 22, 0 write-ins. State Representative, District 12, Peter Leo, 19, 0 write-ins. Supervisors, Dean Shetler, 23, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 4, Marty Danzer, 22, 0 write-ins. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 25, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 24, 1 write-in. County Attorney, 1 write-in, no Libertarians. Whew.
Next, all right, Carroll Ward 3 and the south half of Maple River. U.S. Rep. District 4, Republican Party. Cindy Hansen, 11. Steve King, 44. 0 write-ins. Governor, Tim Reynolds, 53, 0 write-ins. Republican Party State Senate, Paul Pate, Secretary of State Paul Pate, 48, 0 write-ins. The auditor, state of auditor, Mary Mosman, 47, 0 write-ins. Treasurer, no candidate, and there was 1 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 8. Chad Ingalls, 2. Craig Lang, 14. Mike Nag, 18. Dan Zumbach, 6, and 0 write-ins. Attorney General, there were 2 write-ins. State Rep, District 12, Brian Best, 50, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisors, there was 1 write-in for District 2. District 4, 0. County Treasurer, there was 1 write-in. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 48, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John C. Warden, 45, 3 write-ins. Democratic Party, U.S. Rep. District 4, Leanne Jacobson, 28. John Passion, 12. J.D. Schulten, 40, 0 write-ins. For Governor, Nate Bolton, 2. Kathy Glasson was 11. Fred Hubble, 64. Andrea McGuire, 1. John Norris, 9. Ross Wilburn, 0, and 0 write-ins. For Secretary of State,
Deidre DeGere.
Deidre
Deidre.
DeGere, 27. John Mauer, 56. Write-ins, 0. State Auditor, Rob Sand, 68. No write-ins. Secretary of State Treasurer, Michael Fitzgerald, 78, 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 68, 1 write-in. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 79, 0 write-ins. District 12, State Rep, Peter Leo, 65, 2 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, Dean Shetler, 70, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 4, Marty Danzer, 66, 2 write-ins. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 77, 1 write-in. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 66, 3 write-ins. County Attorney, no candidate filed, but there were 7 write-ins. Libertarian Party, for U.S. Rep. District 4, Charles Aldrich, 1, and 0 write-ins. Governor, Marco Battaglia, 0. Jake Porter, 1, 0 write-ins. State Senate, there was no candidate filed. Libertarian, no candidate filed for State Auditor, none for State Treasurer. Secretary of Agriculture, 0. Attorney General, 0. District 12, 0. Board of Supervisors, District 2, 0. District 4, 0. Treasurer, 0. County Recorder, 0. And County Attorney, 0.
May I be excused?
Permanently or just for
Ward 4 next. Is that right?
No,
Well, I thought we'd go around so you didn't have to read
Oh, okay.
all of yours in a row.
Okay.
Just do one.
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Okay, I've got Arcadia Township here.
Okay.
US Republican, District 4, Republican Party. Cindy Hansen, 2. Steve King, 13, 0 write-ins. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 12, 1 write-in. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 9, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Moseyman, 9, 0 write-ins. Treasurers of State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 1. Chad Ingalls, 1. Craig Lang, 2. Mike Nagg, 6. Dan Zumbach, 3. Write-in, 0. Attorney General, no candidate filed, 0. State Representative, District 12, Brian Best, 13, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors, District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 11, and 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John Worden, 9, write-ins, 0. U.S. Representative, District 4 for the Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 4. John Passion, 4. J.D. Schulten, 16, 0 write-ins. Governor, Nate Bolton, 2. Kathy Glasson, 2. Fred Hubble, 16. Andy McGuire, 3. John Norris, 4. Ross Wilburn, 1. Write-in, 0. Secretary of State, Deidre DeJear, 8. Jim Mauer, 17. 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Rob Sand, 20. Write-in, 0. Treasurer of State, Mike Fitzgerald, 23. 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 21. Write-in, 0. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 22. Write-in, 0. State Representative, District 12, Peter Leo, 19. Write-in, 0. Board of Supervisors, District 2, Dean Shetler, 25. Write-in, 0. Board of Supervisor, District 4, Marty Danzer, 23. Write-in, 0. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 27. 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 22. Write-in, 0. And County Attorney, write-ins, 2. And there are no libertarians.
okay, I have Ewell Precinct, Republican, U.S. Representative District 4, Cindy Hansen, 2, Steve King, 30, 0 write-ins. Governor, Republican Party, Kim Reynolds, 29, 1 write-in. Secretary of State, Republican Party, Paul D. Pate, 24, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Mosen, 22, 1 write-in. Treasurer State was 0. Secretary of Agriculture, Republican Party was Ray Gasser, 2. Chad Ingalls, 0. Craig Lang, 7. Mike Nagg, 11. Dan Zumbach, 6. 0 write-ins. Attorney General, 0. State Representative, District 1, 12. Brian Best, 26. 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, 0. Board of Supervisors, District 4, 0. County Treasurer, Republican Party, there was 0. County Recorder, Republican Party, Ashton Whitrock, 21, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, Republican Party, there was 24 for John C. Warden, 0 write-ins. U.S. Representative District 4, there was Leanne Jacobson, 29, John Passon, 11, J.D. Schulten, 36, 1 write-in. Governor, Democratic Party, there was Nate Bolton, 3, Kathy Gaston, 7, Fred Hubble, 49, Andrea Andy McGuire, 8, John Norris, 11, Ross Wilbur, 2, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Democratic Party, Dietrich DeJeter, 29, Jim Mauer, 45, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Democratic Party, Rod Sam, 65, 2 write-ins. Treasurer of State, Michael L. Fitzgerald, 70, 1 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Democratic Party, Tim Gannon, 65, 1 write-in. Attorney General, Democratic Party, Tom Miller, 72, 0 write-ins. State Representative District 12, Democratic Party, Peter Leo, 69, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 2, Dean Shetler, 66, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 4, Marty Danzer, 63, 1 write-in. County Treasurer, Democratic Party, Gene Seidel, 73, 1 write-in. County Recorder, Democratic Party, Kathy Swaller, 72, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, Democratic Party, 8 write-ins. There was no libertarians.
Union.
Union, okay.
Union Precinct, Republican Party for U.S. Representative District 4, Cindy Hansen, 4, Steve King, 40. Governor, Republican Party, Kim Reynolds, 40. No write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 38, no write-ins. Auditor of the State, Mary Moseman, 34, no write-ins. Secretary of State, Treasurer of the State, 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 1, Chad Ingalls, 0, Craig Lang, 10, Mike Naig, 16, Dan Zumbach, 13, Attorney General, 1 write-in. State Representative, District 12, Brian Best, 41, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisors, District 4, 0 write-ins. County Treasurer, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 32, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John Warden, 37, 0 write-ins. U.S. Representative District 4, this is Democratic Party now. Leanne Jacobson, 13, John Passion, 9, J.D. Schulten, 34. Governor, Democratic Party, Nathan Bolt, 3, Kathy Glasson, 7, Fred Hubble, 41, Andrea McGuire, 2, John Norris, 9, Ross Wilburn, 0. Secretary of State, Deidre Jajier, 12, John Mauer, 44, Auditor of the State, Rob Sand, 49, write-in, 0. Treasurer, State of Iowa, Michael Fitzgerald, 52, 1 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 48, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 54, 0 write-ins. District 12 Representative Peter Leo, 46, 0 write-ins. Supervisor, District 2, Dean Shetler, 48, 0 write-ins. District 4 Supervisor, Marty Danzer, 46, 0 write-ins. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 54, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 55, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, 8 write-ins. U.S. Representative, District 4, Libertarian Party, Charles Aldrich, 2, 0 write-ins. Governor, Marco Battaglia, 1, Jake Porter, 1, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Libertarian Party, 0. Auditor of State, 0. Treasurer of State, 0. Secretary of Agriculture, 0. Attorney General, Libertarian Party, 1 write-in. State Representative, District 12, 0. Board of Supervisors, District 2, 1. Board of Supervisors, District 4, 0. County Treasurer, Libertarian Party, 1. County Recorder, Libertarian Party, 0. County Attorney, 0.
This is the Carroll Ward 4, U.S. Rep, District 4 for the Republican Party. Cindy Hansen, 12. Steve King, 44, 0 write-ins. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 53, 1 write-in. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 51, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Mosman, 47, 0 write-ins. State Treasurer, there were 2 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 11. Chad Ingalls, 4. Craig Lang, 13. Mike Nag, 16. Dan Zumbach, 3. 0 write-ins. Attorney General, there was 1 write-in. State Rep for District 12, Brian Best, 52, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, there were 2 write-ins. Board of Supervisor, District 4, there were 3 write-ins. County Treasurer, there were 2 write-ins. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 54, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John Worden, 50, 0 write-ins. To the Democratic Party, U.S. Rep. District 4. Leanne Jacobson, 18. John Passion, 17. J.D. Schulten, 55, 0 write-ins. For the Governor, Nate Bolton, 3. Kathy Glasson, 6. Fred Hubble, 66. Andy McGuire, 6. John Norris, 10. Ross Wilburn, 1 write-in. Secretary of State,
Deidre.
Deidre DeJear, 27.
Look at that tongue twister.
It is. Jim Mauer, 62. Write-in, 0. Auditor of State, Rob Sands, 76, 0 write-ins. Treasurer for the State of Iowa, Michael Fitzgerald, 81, 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 73, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 85, 0 write-ins. State Rep for District 12, Peter Leo, 69, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, Dean Shetler, 80, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisor, District 4, Marty Danzer, 80, 1 write-in. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 86, 1 write-in. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 80, with 1 write-in. County Attorney, no candidate filed, but there were 8 write-ins. For the Libertarian Party, District 4, Charles Aldrich had 1, 0 write-ins. Governor, Marco Battaglia, 1, Jake Porter, 0, and 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, there is no candidate filed. Auditor, no candidate filed. Treasurer, no candidate filed. Agricultural, no candidate filed. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Rep, no candidate. Board of Supervisors, District 2, no candidate. District 4, no candidate. County Treasurer, no candidate. County Recorder, no candidate. And County Attorney, no candidate.
Okay, Carol, Ward 1. U.S. Republican District 4, Republican Party, Cindy Hansen, 15. Steve King, 72, 0 write-ins.
That person.
Kim Reynolds, 77, for governor.
They wanted.
Write-ins,
Yeah,
1.
I thought she was gonna have to.
Secretary
Used
of
to that, I
State,
mean,
Paul Pate,
that thing had to
67,
be out.
write-ins, 1. Auditor of State, Mary Moseyman, 57, 1 write-in. Treasurer of State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 7, Chad Ingles, 4, Craig Lang, 13, Mike Nag, 36, Dan Zumbach, 9, write-in, 0. Attorney General, no, or 3 write-ins. State Representative, District 12, Brian Best, 75, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisor, District 4, 0, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed, one write-in. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 72, 1 write-in. County Attorney, John C. Worden, 66, 1 write-in. U.S. Representative, District 4, Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 22, John Passion, 9, J.D. Scholten, 67, write-in, 0. Governor, Nate Bolton, 6, Kathy Glassen, 10, Fred Hubble, 73, Andrea McGuire, 2, John Norris, 14, Russ Woburn, 1, and write-in, 0. Secretary of State, Deidre Gier, 25, Jim Mauer, 69. Auditor of State, Rob Sands, 71, write-in, 0. Treasurer of State, Michael Fitzgerald, 81, write-in, 0. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 70, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 89, 0 write-ins. State Representative, District 12, Peter Leo, 73, write-in, 0. Board of Supervisors, Dean Shetler, 82, write-in, 0. Board of Supervisors, District 4, Marty Danzer, 80, 1 write-in. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 84, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 74, 4 write-ins. U.S. Representative, District 4, Libertarian Party, Charles Aldrich, 1 write-in. Libertarian Party Governor, Marco Battaglia, 0, Jake Porter, 1 write-in. Secretary of State, no candidate filed. Auditor of State, no candidate filed. Treasurer of State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, no candidate filed. Attorney General, no candidate filed. U.S. or State Representative, District 12, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors, District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors, District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed. County Recorder, no candidate filed. And County Attorney, no candidate filed.
Okay, Glidden Richland Precinct, Republican Party, U.S. Representative District 4, Cindy Hansen, 4, Steve King, 49, 0 write-ins. Governor, 49 for Kim Reynolds, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul D. Pate, 47, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Mosen, 47, 0 write-ins. Treasurer of State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gassner, 2, Chad Ingles, 4, Craig Lane, 12, Mike Nang, 14, Dan Zumbach, 11, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative District 12, Brian Best, 52, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors District 4, Republican Party, no candidate filed. Carroll County Treasurer, Republican Party, no candidate filed. County Recorder, Republican Party, Ashton Whitrock, 48, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, Republican Party, John C. Warden, 47, 1 write-in. U.S. Representative District 4, Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 13, John Paskin, 7, J.D. Scholten, 39, 0 write-ins. Governor, Nate Bolton, 2, Kathy Gasson, 3, Fred Hubble, 50. Andrea Andy McGuire, 2. John Norris, 3. Ross Wilburn, 0. 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Deidre DeGeneer, 15. Jim Mauer, 43. 0 write-ins. You guys made just about as bad as me. Auditor of State, Rod Sand, 49. 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Michael Fitzgerald, 55. 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Cannon, 50. 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 54. 0 write-ins. State Representative District 12, Peter Leo, 49. 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 2, Dean Shetler, 52. 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 4, Marty Danzer, 52. 0 write-ins. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 55. 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Swaller, 54. 0 write-ins. County Attorney, no candidate filed with 1 write-in. U.S. Representative Libertarian Party, Charles, this is for District 4, Charles Eldred, 1. 0 write-ins. Governor, Marco Bata, 1. Jake Porter, 0. 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Libertarian, no candidate filed. Auditor of State, Libertarian, no candidate filed. Treasurer of State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, no candidate filed. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative, District 12, Libertarian Party, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed. County Recorder, no candidate filed. County Attorney, no candidate filed.
Washington Precinct. Republican, U.S. Representative District 4, Cindy Hansen, 6. Steve King, 20. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 23. 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 15. 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Moseman, 14. 0 write-ins. Treasurer of State, 1 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 3. Chad Engels, 1. Craig Lang, 4. Mike Naig, 11. Dan Zumbach, 1. No write-ins. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative District 12, Brian Best, 23. 1 write-in. Board of Supervisors District 2, no candidate filed. District Supervisor District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, Republican Party, no candidate filed. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 19. 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John Warden, 20. 0 write-ins. U.S. Representative District 4, Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 10. John Passion, 5. J.D. Schulten, 15. 0 write-ins. Governor, Democratic Party, Nate Bolton, 3. Kathy Glassen, 4. Fred Hubble, 20. Andrea McGuire, 1. John Norris, 2. Ross Wilburn, 1. Secretary of State, Deidre DeGeneer, 10. Jim Mauer, 18. 0 write-ins. Auditor of the State, Rob Sand, 22. 0 write-ins. Treasurer of the State, Michael Fitzgerald, 24. 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 23. 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 26. 0 write-ins. State Representative, District 12, Peter Leo, 23. 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, Dean Shetler, 26. 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 4, Marty Danzer, 23. 1 write-in. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 23. 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 27.
Can we stop for just a second? How many votes for Gene Seidel?
29.
Okay, I thought you said 23. 29, okay.
29.
Perfect, thanks.
0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 27. 0 write-ins. County Attorney, no candidate filed. 1 write-in. No Libertarian ballots cast in Washington Roosevelt Precinct.
No, I could have sworn he said 3, but
I could have
I'm hearing
said
lots
so
of numbers.
fast.
I'm hearing lots
Yeah.
of numbers.
Eden Precinct, Republican Party, U.S. District Number 4, U.S. Rep. Cindy Hansen, 2. Steve King, 15. 0 write-ins. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 16, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 14, 0 write-ins. State Auditor, Mary Mosman, 14, 0 write-ins. State Treasurer, there was no votes cast. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 1, Chad Ingles, 2, Craig Lang, 6, Mike Nag, 6, Dan Zumba, 0, and 0 write-ins. Attorney General, there were no votes. State Representative, Brian Best, 17, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, no votes cast. District 4, no votes cast. County Treasurer, there was one write-in. County Recorder for the Republican Party, it was Ashton Whitrock, 13, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John Worden, 12, 1 write-in. For the Democratic Party, U.S. Rep District 4, Leanne Jacobson, 2, John Passion, 2, J.D. Schulten, 9, 0 write-ins. For Governor, Nate Bolton, 2, Kathy Glassen, 0, Fred Hubble, 12, Andy McGuire, 1, John Norris, 1, Ross Wilburn, 0, and no write-ins. Secretary of State, D.G. Jagir, 7, John Mauer, 8, 0 write-ins. I know that woman, an apology. Auditor of State, Rob Sand, 9, 0 write-ins. Treasurer of State, Michael Fitzgerald, 13, 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 9, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 12, 0 write-ins. State Representative, District 12, Peter Leo, 10, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 2, Dean Shetler, 12, 0 write-ins. District 4, Marty Danzer, 8, 0 write-ins. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 16, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 15, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, 1 write-in. There were no Libertarian ballots cast in Eaton Township. Hooray. Hallelujah.
Okay, we'll go to Carroll Ward 2 and north half of Maple River Township. The U.S. Representative, District 4, Republican Party, Cindy Hansen, 20, Steve King, 76, 0 write-ins. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 86, 2 write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 74, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Moseyman, 78, 0 write-ins. Treasurer of State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 12, Chad Ingles, 4, Craig Lang, 26, Mike Nag, 28, Dan Zumbach, 12, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative, District 12, Brian Best, 79, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisors, write-ins 3. Board of Supervisors, District 4, write-ins 1. County Treasurer, write-ins 1. County Recorder, Ashton Whitrock, 71, write-ins 2. County Attorney, John C. Worden, 79, write-ins 0. U.S. Representative, District 4, Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 23, John Passion, 18, J.D. Schulten, 103, and write-in 0. Governor, Nate Bolton, 7, Kathy Glassen, 7, Fred Hubble, 116, Andrea McGuire, 4, John Norris, 23, Ross Wilburn, 2, no write-ins. Secretary of State, Deidre Jagir, 33, Jim Mauer, 120, write-in 0. Auditor of State, Rob Sand, 115, write-in 0. Treasurer of State, Michael Fitzgerald, 137, 1 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 114. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 140, write-in 0. State Representative, District 12, Democratic Party, Peter Leo, 118, write-in 0. Board of Supervisors, District 2, Dean Shetler, 135, write-ins 2. Board of Supervisors, District 4, Marty Danzer, 126, write-ins 3. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 142, 1 write-in. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 130, 1 write-in. County Attorney, write-ins 18. U.S. Representative, District 4, Libertarian Party, 0. Governor, Libertarian Party, Mark Pataglia, 0. Jake Porter, 0. And write-in 0. Secretary of State, no candidate filed. Auditor of State, no candidate filed. Treasurer State for Libertarian, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, 1 write-in. Attorney General, 1 write-in. State Representative District 12, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed. County Recorder, no candidate filed. And County Attorney, no candidate filed.
Okay, District 4 Republican Party
What
votes.
precinct do you have, Gene?
Oh, Pleasant Valley.
Pleasant Valley? Okay.
So for Republican Party District 4, U.S. Representative, Cindy Hansen, 0, Steve King, 18, 0 write-ins. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 17, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul D. Pate, 14, 0 write-ins. Auditor of State, Mary Moslin, 13, 0 write-ins. Treasurer of State, no candidate filed, 1 write-in. Secretary of Agricultural, Ray Gassner, 5, Chad Ingles, 0, Craig Lang, 6, Mike Nag, 4, Dan Zumbach, 0, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative District 12, Brian Best, 18, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 2, Republican Party, 0, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors District 4, Republican Party, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, Republican Party, no candidate filed. County Recorder, Ashton Woodtruck, 15, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John C. Warden, 16, 0 write-ins. U.S. Representative District 4, for the Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 6, Paul Paskin, 6, J.D. Schoten, 5, 0 write-ins. Governor, Nate Bolton, 1, Kathy Gaston, 0, Fred Hubble, 13, Andy Dwyer, 4, John Norris, 1, Ross Wilbur, 0, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, D.G.
Just say DeGier.
How about D.D.?
Just say DeGier.
DeGier. Deetria DeGier, I'll get it right yet. Okay, last one. 6, Jim Mauer, 11, 0 write-in. Auditor of State, Rod Stan, 13, 0 write-in. Secretary of State, Michael Fitzgerald, 20, 0 write-in. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 15, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 20, 0 write-ins. State Representative District 12, Peter Leo, 16, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 2, Dean Shetler, 17, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors District 4, Marty Danzer, 16, 1 write-in. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 20, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Swaller, 19, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, no candidate filed, but 33 write-ins, and no libertarian ballots were cast.
Okay, looks like we just have one left on Wheatland.
Wheatland. This Wheatland East.
Wheatland East, yeah, for some reason it cut off in this.
Republican Party, U.S. Representative District 4, Cindy Hansen, 3, Steve King, 33. Governor, Kim Reynolds, 35. 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Paul Pate, 26, 0 write-ins. State of the Auditor of the State of Iowa, Mary Moseman, 22, 0 write-ins. Treasurer, State of Iowa, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, Ray Gasser, 3, Chad Ingles, 1, Craig Lang, 4, Mike Naig, 17, Dan Zumbach, 1, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative, District 12, Brian Best, 26, 1 write-in. Board of Supervisors, District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisor, District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed. County Recorder, Ashton Wittrock, 20, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, John Worden, 23, 0 write-ins. U.S. Rep, District 4, Democratic Party, Leanne Jacobson, 7, John Passion, 8, J.D. Schulten, 9, 0 write-ins. Governor, Nate Bolton, 0, Kathy Glassen, 2, Fred Hubble, 19, Andrea McGuire, 2, John Norris, 6, Ross Wilburn, 1, 0 write-ins. Secretary of State, Deidre Jagier, 11, Jim Maurer, 13, Auditor of the State, Rob Sand, 15, 0 write-ins. Treasurer of the State, Michael Fitzgerald, 25, 0 write-ins. Secretary of Agriculture, Tim Gannon, 17, 0 write-ins. Attorney General, Tom Miller, 24, 0 write-ins. State Representative, District 12, Peter Leo, 17, 0 write-ins. Supervisor, District 2, Dean Scheller, 23, 0 write-ins. Board of Supervisors, District 4, Marty Danzer, 21, 0 write-ins. County Treasurer, Gene Seidel, 24, 0 write-ins. County Recorder, Kathy Schwaller, 20, 0 write-ins. County Attorney, no candidate filed, 3 write-ins. U.S. Representative, District 4, Libertarian Party, Charles Aldrich, 2, 0 write-ins. Governor, Marco Battaglia, 0. Jake Porter, 1, no write-ins. Secretary of State, no candidate filed. Auditor of the State, no candidate filed. Treasurer of the State, no candidate filed. Secretary of Agriculture, no candidate filed. Attorney General, no candidate filed. State Representative, District 12, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors, District 2, no candidate filed. Board of Supervisors, District 4, no candidate filed. County Treasurer, no candidate filed. County Recorder, no candidate filed. 1 write-in. County Attorney, no candidate filed.
Okay, well done. So, I need a motion to approve the canvas, and then I have several places that you guys need to sign.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve the canvas. Any other discussion? If not, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay.
Get your pen out.
So this one here, there's just one place to sign on the front. We need 2 copies. These are the ones that have each race, so there's several places to have.
So you just need 1 signature
One
here.
signature on these, and then these, there's several.
John Hancock.
I'd like to keep the 2 copies separate because I gotta send one to the state and one's our copy, so if you wanna start with those and.
That'd have to be blue. Black.
No.
Okay.
Gina, you wanna maybe give some of those to Dean, and then we'll just kinda keep them moving around the table.
You signed at the bottom just to throw us off.
Messing with you.
Nice try.
I'm waiting for him to sign.
Just so you know, I have to go and sign all these too, so.
I'm waiting for him to sign.
And
it.
for the county
Chairperson.
seal.
You're trying to get Courtney to
Well, I'm
redo
not-
that one,
I'm
wasn't
not
you?
gonna get anybody to redo these.
And the reason they're on legal papers, some of them, there were so many candidates, it was printing on 2 pages, so it's a little unusual, but it looked better if it was all on 1 page.
So we're gonna do all this again in the fall.
Mm-hmm. So you, yeah.
I better work on that poor person's name between now and the fall.
I don't think she won.
Didn't she win? Did Jim Mauer win?
I think Jim.
Yeah.
Did he?
No, I thought that this year one.
I thought-
Like, you know what, I didn't.
I think it was really close.
I didn't
I
look
think
at
she
this.
won.
Did she? Did she get the 35% then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was only the 2 of them running.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really close.
Yeah, but I think she got it, I think.
Deidre.
Dietrich Jeter.
Did you?
I need to send her an apology in the mail.
You know what, I'm sure that we weren't the only board that, kind of a tongue twister type of name.
I know. This is a classic argument for having one district.
Good thing you're not like the governor that need a new pen for each one.
Needed what?
A new pen for each time you sign, you don't have to have.
Or partway through it.
Yeah, they
change.
they write D with one pen and E with another.
Should throw him off and sign the shelter's chairman on top.
No, then she'll have to redo it. And I'll stick around and wait.
And
I'm gonna do that.
Don't wanna do that. It almost looks like good rain.
I wanna hear the fish stories when you come back. I think he's just fishing out of an aquarium.
Oh, I thought that was what he was going for. The
So- so where-
aquarium
Goldfish.
symposium that he was going to.
So where are you going now?
Lake of the Woods.
Are you driving the bus up? or-
Nope, I'm driving my car up.
Is the ice out yet?
The ice is out. Let's see, I think it was.
Are you going
9.
up with somebody, or?
I'm meeting some
What
people.
is this?
I'm meeting some people up there.
God. Well, here this morning, I went down for coffee, and I'll be goddamn, here, my brother-in-law was there. He's headed up to, South Dakota going fishing.
I think Joanne, that's where she's going, right? This week?
Yep, I think they left Saturday.
We're gonna get a lot of fishing in.
Whitaker was supposed to go to South Dakota last week, but his doctor wouldn't let him.
Is what?
His doctor wouldn't let him.
Oh, yeah, with his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some rain south of us.
Yeah, what'd he do, pull a tenant?
Thinks meniscus, they're talking about might have to do surgery.
Oh, did I do the anesthesiast?
We could probably handle that.
You got just the stuff for him.
Are you guys trying to confuse me here with skipping lines and stuff?
Hit you up a little bit, Gene?
No, I'm just grabbing a line or something.
There's only one place that it matters who signs there. That's the top line.
Yeah,
Other
just
than
stay
that,
away
it
from the
doesn't
top
matter.
line for me.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming.
we supposed to get a bunch of rain again yesterday?
It's raining down by Manning.
You're talking rain later this afternoon, I think.
It looks like it's
Yeah, it
gonna
looks
stay
like-
south of us.
Is
but,
it?
Well, somebody said they showed us in a big red cloud for this afternoon.
Potential
I'm
storm.
glad it started raining, because it was pretty dry.
Well, I couldn't get over how dry it was down south.
Well,
So I think prices went to where they did.
Is it
Yeah.
4 on those?
well, I think so.
I'll flip through them here.
Yeah, we're gonna
There's
get
a
rain.
lot of hay
It's
down
coming,
there.
it's coming.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
see.
Yours looks a little different than mine.
That one's already signed.
Is that with my name on or not?
Yep, that one's got your name on it.
Probably when I go to leave for lunch, it'll be.
What, we have a blank?
Well, there's a blank line in there that just.
Blank line in the
Like
middle of it?
somebody's missing, yeah.
For Neil.
Yeah, he doesn't get to. He won't be part of the official record, because he.
Well, there's actually two in there. Oh, wait a minute.
You already signed that, you might be getting done.
These are all signed by everybody already.
So are these, I think.
Well, don't mix these with those, but I'll start handing these out too.
As long as there's.
Oh, we got more?
Same thing as we just did.
Are you kidding me?
One goes to the state and one stays with us.
Got a stamp.
Jeez,
I
I
am
thought we
sorry. We will be shortly.
Should leave them in their management files while we sign them.
Which as well. You're the one's the only one's got to read it, the rest of it's just write no change, or add, or.
Can you use a stamp?
You know what, if you can use that for checks or legal documents, I don't know why you couldn't.
You know what, I got one, I should bring it in here.
No, don't do that.
Why?
Because it'll make me wish I had one.
Marty has
Yeah,
one.
you know one.
I have one,
You know what you can do about that?
and I have one, but
Get one?
I still
Yeah,
sign it.
expensive.
And they're probably around $20, I bet, give or take.
That's so worth it.
Sign checks at Region Bill, it makes things a lot faster.
That's why I got one for New York.
There was two stuck there, Dean. I'll let you reload.
Caught me.
I don't know. It's wishful thinking.
I'd catch you and you might be halfway and I'd say you need to come back because I have to have these mailed into the state and you forgot to sign one. I'll check here, make sure everything's signed before you.
Yeah, make sure Dean's signature's on it, you can always
Yeah.
get, that's not where he, who's
Come back here and around.
Getting ready to stamp yet, Rich?
Well. Just glad there's not $1,000 every time I attach.
Are we
mine.
supposed to read all these first before we?
No, that's what you guys just did, out loud.
Next
My
time,
job was to
we
verify
should
that
be
these
signing
matched
these while somebody's
what
reading.
you guys were reading.
You should probably tell us that's illegal.
Oh, you have nice penmanship, Gene.
Thank you. It's not always nice.
My dad used to have great penmanship.
You know, today they don't even teach that in school.
No,
Such a waste. I mean,
that's when, my son and my daughter-in-law, when they want to communicate, they write it in cursive and kids can't read it.
it's the truth.
Yeah.
I could believe that. see if he'd write it backwards.
You're welcome to come and look at them. We don't usually send them because there's so many.
Okay.
But you're welcome to come and look at the tally sheets if you would like to.
Okay, and. To get all of them, we just want to take all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as they just can't leave the courthouse.
Okay.
You can certainly take pictures of them, yes.
Can we be signing these as we're reading them next time? Courtney, you speed up the process.
I don't care.
You'd be signing them before you really read them.
Well, we shouldn't sign them before they're approved, is the only thing.
I know.
So,
You want the names that even though they didn't reach the 5%, and you're curious as to
Yeah.
like, the Mickey Mouse and things like
This pile's all
Okay.
done. Do you need them?
These,
These are all done by all four.
How'd Mickey do this year? Pretty good?
oh, I think you got a couple votes.
Man, oh boy.
So like these, each precinct has one of these, and they have to write down the names. So there'll be 13 of these.
13.
And you're welcome to take pictures of them if you want.
Do you want me to wait till they're all?
You know what, you don't have to, if you wanna get started now, that's fine. Let ya. There you go. Yep.
Darn me.
I think those are all done.
Good. That's a good thing.
You say these are all done?
These are all done.
Okay, Rich, put those, you can put those with it. And these are all done.
Yep, those are all done.
Hey, how about that? What do you think of
Some of these write-ins.
that? Oh, I didn't look at
Oh,
it.
I haven't looked at them either. Well, but I would
I
like
mean,
to.
it's interesting, you know, some of the names that are on it.
I didn't know that you had them on here.
I didn't know that either. Are
If
they
they
over
met
there?
the 5%.
Oh,
have
if
to
they
be
met
in there.
5%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't like this one. That's interesting.
That's the one, I think.
Oh, you see that one?
Well, I'll be dang. What's the scattering mean?
That means the write-ins that didn't meet the 5%.
Didn't meet the 5%, totaled up
Yep.
to that many. Yep. See those back, I kinda wanna look, take a quick spin. I'm gonna take a quick spin.
Oh, that one there is interesting.
Yeah.
Get done.
And if you wanna see all of them, you'd have to look at like the tallies that she's looking at, it has all
Oh.
the names in there.
I'll do that later. Speed
It's
this
kind of
process.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
That is kind of interesting.
Okay. Keep moving.
Speed this
Dean,
process
keep
up for
going.
me. I don't want me to look at
The
that
next
bad.
thing we'll look at is item number 6, is the ambulance union agreement. We need to approve receipt of that.
Actually, it's gonna
Just
be
be-
a place for you to sign.
Okay.
It's the
Similar.
actual approval agreement, not the
Yeah.
receipt of
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
here's,
We did that last.
And we finally got this ironed out
here's 3 copies if you wanna
And
take
it's-
those.
with,
To do a full-time, part-time?
yeah, and it is I think it is a 2-year right?
I
Yeah,
believe
2
so,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, they did it after we got everything all set, it was a 2-year deal. So I'll make a motion to approve and authorize the chairman to sign the contract. And that is, as the rest of them was 2.5 for year 1 and 2.3 for year 2.
Okay, same as the,
Same as the others, and then we had some issues. In the past, we always had, with the schedule they have, it's complicated. With regular time, on-call, duty call,
Oh,
and all
sure,
that.
yeah.
So to get that converted, and we had an error in the contract last year on between hourly rate and what the total wages were. And there's a way they backed into that, and Gerald didn't get that done this year. So we had an issue that we had to get that resolved, and we got that resolved. And so everything's agreed.
And I did see that you have it covered in there that if you don't keep up your endorsement, you're out.
Yeah.
And was the
Well, and
part of
there's
the
also-
process we had.
There's also change where the wording said that it had to be, in order to get some that was a full-time,
Yes.
regular employees.
Right.
And that was brought up by the union itself to
so there were
stop
other
any.
other changes other than
There were
the,
minor changes, but there was one of them, so we don't have that issue we had one in the past.
They even wanted that too, to make sure that was iron, so they didn't see that problem again. They seen the problem too. Okay,
So-
very good.
she made a motion?
I made a motion. It's been a long road, but we finally got everything done.
Okay.
I would second that.
Got a motion and a second to approve the union contract for the ambulance. Any other
That is
discussion?
to authorize you to sign the
To
contract.
sign. Any other discussion? If not, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Okay, those are all 3 copies of the union contract. Goes back to Courtney. Okay, with that, we'll go down to the last item on the agenda, is manure management annual updates. We have 5 of them today. One in section 14 of Grant Township. That one, they did the soil test and P index. The second one is section 31 of Arcadia Township. They redid the soil test and P index there. Section 25 is Sheridan Township. There's no changes. Section 2 of Lincoln Township in Audubon County, there's no changes there. Section 17 in Washington Township, they updated the P index there also. So that's manure management plans. I'll pass those down. Pass those down to Courtney, and then we'll start out with committee reports. Rich, you wanna start out?
Yep, Monday, nothing after the Board of Supervisor meeting last week. I did not have anything. This week, I have a ambulance meeting tomorrow evening at 4:30. I'm gonna attend the jail thing at 10 o'clock on Thursday. We had an email on that. And there is a Highway 30 tomorrow, and I'm still debating whether to run down quick and go to that and then come back to the jail meeting. I'm still kicking that around, and I'll decide that sometime today.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, tomorrow.
Jail's Thursday. Okay.
What's that?
Jail's Thursday.
Jail's Thursday,
Yep.
correct.
Okay, anything else, Rich?
No, that's
Thank
it.
you. Dean?
I didn't have anything this week, and I guess I will not be able to attend the Highway 30 meeting in, what is it, Des Moines?
In Des Moines.
Yep. or the jail meeting on Thursday. When is that, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock on
I
Thursday.
won't be able to make that, so.
Okay. Thanks. Dean? Gene?
Okay, last week I had, I went up to Arcadia City Council meeting in regard to our TIP program after Shannon asked me to come up and help support her on that. And that didn't get approved, 5-0 vote, so that went well, very well. And then on Tuesday, I had CABC at noon. Dave Quant was there to bring us up to date with American Home Shield. I don't know if you've been aware, they're gonna be spun off now from the parent company, which is Service Master. They're gonna put them by themselves because they feel they can do better, that actually the Service Master might be holding them back. And so there's some changes there. It's gonna be all, I think, very positive changes for Carroll. Then on Friday, I went back up to Arcadia with Dave and met with the mayor and Dave in regard to a box culverts on the south edge of Arcadia. The person on the east side was concerned about it. There's some silt inside that box culvert, and the water, once when you get a real heavy rain, will back up a little bit back in that property. The guy just bought some property up there. And as soon as we looked at it, I said, "You think that's doing any good to clean out the culvert?" Because the outlet is lower than the ground to the west. And they just put a new main through, so they're not gonna lower it anymore. And it's not really that big of an issue. He's just trying to do some cosmetic stuff, so. And then this week, I'm thinking about going to Des Moines tomorrow for that Highway 30, and then Thursday, the jail committee at 10, and then on Friday, I have the ES Center in Cherokee.
Thanks, Gene. Last week, all I had was just trying to coordinate the meeting with the FAA Study Committee Task Force. I got ahold of Carl and Mike Pogge Weaver and working with Rich. And we're gonna set July 3rd at 10 o'clock. We're gonna meet with those individuals and try to get things going there. So Mike Pogge Weaver's gonna get back to me as soon as he can get in contact with the mayor and kind of go from there, but that's what tentative agenda is. This week, I have a Wesco board meeting this evening over in Denison, solid waste tomorrow morning, and Region 12 on Thursday, and also jail study, or the task force on Thursday. So that's my week for this week, so. Courtney, you have anything you wanna add?
I don't think so.
Okay. As far as agenda next week, do we have anything there that you wanna?
Let me just take a peek here.
You can thank your office too for the election
Yeah.
this last week. That's always a
No,
over and
I-
above thing. I know
It went
it's your
very
duty, but.
smoothly. Next week's the 18th.
Yep.
So I have some interfund transfers. Mainly that's just your roads, rural money going from general and rural into roads. We have a few cigarette permits. And we have the first reading of ordinance 27 at 9:30.
Okay. I'll get in touch with you on Friday, see what's.
27 is.
That's the
Fen-
RAGBRAI.
Right, right.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
right one.
That's the one we just updated dates and that sort of stuff on there. Really no changes.
Okay, anything else anybody needs to add? Any comments from those in attendance? If not, we're in order for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye.